urinary urinary incontinence.
Now let me tell you something because you don't know nothing.
Urinary urinary.
Wool up, nigga. Wool up, wool up, wool up. Just wool up.
So what is urine?
Suffering succotash.
Welcome back, guys. So what is urinary incontinence?
On a strong on.
Urinary.
Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying. Get in Igbo. See what happens.
Hello, good people. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Anyway, have you been in a situation where you randomly go to the toilet? Not randomly, but you just... In fact, let me explain it better. We can be leaving the house. Something tells me, so you just go to the toilet. And it's not like it's much. I funga the toilet door like this pee has chomokad, and you're thinking, I wasn't pressed. Like, what's the issue? So I didn't think it was a problem until I saw the term on Google, and I was like, what does that mean? Urinary incontinence. It's actually a medical issue. Now that's what I want us to talk about, is urinary incontinence. Or in layman's language, I think it's just a bladder control issue. I think over the years, we have been told if you give birth naturally, you're more than likely to suffer this situation where you don't have control over your bladder. Even when you're pregnant, you naturally just don't. You feel the baby exerts so much pressure on the bladder, so anything can go wrong. So there are two types of incontinence, okay? There's stress incontinence and there's urge incontinence. So I'm going to try and simplify this for y'all, all right? So what's stress incontinence? Stress incontinence is when you laugh and the pee just chomokas. You laugh and pee just comes out. Not all of it, but you pee on yourself a bit. You cough, you pee on yourself a bit. You sneeze, you pee on yourself a bit. So there's pressure that's being exerted on your bladder, which causes that, okay? Same thing when you're pregnant, you're feeling your baby seated on your bladder, so you just don't have control over it, okay? And then there's urge incontinence, where your bladder is overactive, okay? Usually the bladder can hold at least 2 cups of pee, more or less, sorry. So when the bladder is not full and you need to go pee, it's like every second, I need to pee, I need to pee, I need to pee. And sometimes you don't reach the toilet, you know what I mean? So this can bring a lot of stress, in that you're feeling a smell of pee, or you know, it just stresses you out, okay? I know a lot of women, not a lot, but I know some women, myself included, I invest in panty liners. I invest in panty liners just because of that, and it's because I didn't know it was a medical issue. Now that I do, I'm working on it. Okay, so I'd mentioned we also have urge incontinence, and what brings about this? You can have bladder infections, you can have a nerve damage. The types of medication and foods that we eat can bring about urge incontinence. There is medication for this, okay, which has serious side effects. There's surgery that can be done. There are exercises, and there are types of food that you need to avoid. Okay, so I can start with the types of food. We are calling it the bladder diet. So we have alcohol, we have chocolates, We have spicy food, yani all of them, even me, I'm like, oh my lord. We have acidic juices, we have carbonated juices. All these are things to just avoid. And then yes, there's surgery. There's something they call the sling, okay, where they put it's like a sling where they put it at the urethra, which helps control the urge of peeing. Like it holds it back, like really annoying. You ain't going nowhere. But what was so captivating for me is that they actually use Botox as well. So they use a cystoscope and go in with their tiny little needle and inject the bladder in various areas, which helps. This is something that will last you for like 6 months, so in a year you'd probably do it twice. I thought that was pretty amazing, because we know Botox for one thing on our faces, but it can actually be used for urinary incontinence. Hey, Semakushrab. Good for us to start talking about this so you don't feel left out. It's actually a thing and it can be treated. Alright? So guys, till next time, peace.